Do you make friends easily? Nah, not really.
I go where I want good. Yeah. I go where I want good. Yeah. I go where I want good.
Hey, hello, how you doing? Don't overthink this video and make it a whole hour of filming when you're only gonna use 20 minutes of the footage. Okay? Okay. Welcome to my channel, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am and you are here for the first time, thank you for stopping by. I'm not even gonna make this intro long at all. You know what it is. The title tells you. It's Q&A. I've been avoiding it. Okay, avoiding's not necessarily the word, okay? But, you know, last thing an introvert wants to do is just sit down and talk about themselves, you know. But I always get questions. I've always gotten questions, and I finally asked y'all to ask me some questions, and y'all came with them. I knew what some of these questions were going to be. But this will be an honest Q&A. Let's just make it real relaxing. Sit down with me, grab a snack, grab a drink if you want to chill. I'm just gonna pull up your questions. I'm gonna give you your answers. Completely honest, completely transparent. I'm not gonna give y'all all my business, but I will answer the questions. Shout out to everybody that asks me questions though, because like I said, I get a lot of questions and I always do, but it's never in a, hey, ask me questions type of format. So I really didn't know how many of y'all was actually gonna like ask questions, and y'all do have some good ones that make you kind of think a little bit. So yeah, wait a minute. I can't start this video without properly welcoming everybody to the best season of the year. Hello. Welcome to Gemini season, guys. It's the best. I know that every other zodiac sign is probably rolling their eyes right now or commenting something emoji of their sign or hashtag whatever, but hey, y'all gotta chill. It's not your time. I got my little ponytail. Okay, in an effort not to make this video long as hell, I'm gonna get straight to these questions. So let's get into it. First question is, are you still quarantined? I technically am still quarantined. Like, I work from home. You already know that. If you don't, now you do. If I go out, it's to go to the grocery store. Food is the only time that I really go out. I still wear my mask, you know? This is me when I go to the grocery store. I got a couple other patterns too, but you know, that's my favorite one. So no, but not to make light of it, I am still mentally quarantined. Like, I still act as if we are still quarantined because this whole virus did not just magically disappear. Say what you want, but just because they open the floodgates don't mean that we are all safe. So in my personal opinion, act as if it's still going on. Not necessarily in fear, but be logical, you know, in how you move, because people are really getting back to life like nothing ever happened, and to each his own. Be careful. I mean, I did go to the beach for my friend's birthday and we watched the sunset, but we're so gapped out on the beach, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I did do that, but I'm just super cautious. I'm super cautious right now. And also, your thoughts on going to public gyms during this time. I have a gym membership and my gym has opened. I would love to go to the gym right now. Completely would love to go to the gym, but I'm still terrified. I'm terrified. I love a good outdoor workout. You know, it's just not gonna replace being able to really build my body how I want to and use the machines that are in the gym. Haven't gone back to the gym just yet. Don't know when I'm gonna be comfortable. I've been thinking about even canceling my gym membership because technically I'm paying for it and don't know when I'm gonna be going back. So I don't know. Part of me wants to like just go to the gym, put my mask on, take my hand sanitizer, my wipes, and just clean up everything and be super cautious. But there's a deeper part of me that is just still not comfortable with that. So no public gyms for me just yet. Next question. Your locks are looking good. Thank you. How is your health and fitness journey going? It's going. It's going. I've made a lot of progress, but I've also backslid a little bit. I've made more progress than I've backslid, so I'm definitely in a better position right now, fitness and health wise, than, you know, when I kind of came back and let y'all know that I fell off. I've definitely been more consistent, but I still have my slip ups. You want some real transparency? Before this video, I got in my car to drive to Culver's, okay? Because I saw that the flavor of the day was Georgia peach. peaches, vanilla ice cream. It just looked real good. And I also wanted me some cheese curds, and I was just hungry, I think. I don't know. Got in my car, headed there, and I literally talked myself out of it. Talked myself out of it, came home, made some oatmeal and strawberries. And it was a proud moment for me because I was so close to just giving in to that temptation. But I know when I wake up tomorrow what that's gonna make my body feel like. Today was a good day. Not every day is. That's where I am. Are you enjoying being away from social media, and do you plan on coming back? I do enjoy being away from social media. I enjoy it a little bit way too much. Like, I love it. I'll be completely honest with you. I mean, I'm still on YouTube, so I don't know if that's considered social media, but YouTube, you know, you can take in doses. I do not miss scrolling on Instagram, especially with everything that's going on in the world. Like, when you're on social media and you're scrolling, yeah, you can choose who you follow, but it's very, very, you really don't have control over what you are going to see, the vibes that you are going to get, the energy that you're going to receive from social media. So for me personally, I am enjoying it. It's allowing me to focus on what's in front of me. Instagram is just a distraction. It is. I don't have Facebook, I don't have Snapchat, I don't have Twitter, you know. It was just Instagram and YouTube. So now it's just YouTube. And I appreciate y'all that have come over here and, you know,
show me support and love and all that. Let's go.
And when do I plan on coming back? I don't know. That's the best way I could answer that question. I think I got off Instagram October last year. I'm focused on life that's happening right here. How are you emotionally, and what are you doing during this time to be present and cultivate your energy? That is a good question. I really like that question. How am I emotionally? I'm all over the place. If you really want to know the truth, it's a lot going on for me in life right now with work, family, friends, finances, like coronavirus. Emotionally, I have had my struggles. Like, I have had my very, very emotional moments, whether it be missing my family or not being at home while so much is happening with my family, or whatever's happening at work, the uncertainty of what's next with everything that's going on. It's really a lot, and I've been in my head. But what I'm doing to be present and cultivate my energy, honestly, is just focus on the things that truly make me feel good. Inside, outside, all of that. For me, it is things that make me feel connected with myself and make me feel connected with what's around me. So I try to start my days with meditation. I like to visualize a lot of self-positive talk internally. When I start my days outside, go for a run, listen to my music. Sometimes I don't listen to music. Sometimes I literally just listen to motivational speakers that just speak life, positivity, and just inspiration into me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get like, you motivate me, you help inspire me, or you know what I'm saying, you help me with this, or you help me with that. And that makes me feel so good. But sometimes I feel drained, and sometimes I lose motivation, lose inspiration, and those are the kind of things that kind of shift me back to life. When I feel good inside, when I feel good mentally, I move about the world in a more positive way. So I have better interactions, whether it be work, whether it be friends, whether it be family. It starts with how I'm feeling inside. So what I've been focusing on is doing more of those things that make me feel good so that I can give that, and in turn I just have better days. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. Now let's get to these questions. All right, I knew it was coming. A part of me has always been like, if you do a Q&A, if you ask them to ask you questions, they are going to ask about your dating life.
They want to know who you're dating. They want to know what you're doing. They want to know what you're thinking.
I knew it. I expected it. So let's go. Tamika said, I'm getting personal. Are you dating anyone? No. I don't think that's a surprise for y'all though. Like, no, I'm single, girl. It's not. When was the last time? First of all, I don't appreciate you coming at me like that because I feel attacked a little bit, okay? No, I'm just playing. When was the last time? Let's see.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
It's been a while. Let me just keep it real frank with y'all. Last time, it's been so long. It's long enough to lose count, so. Are you planning on buying a home in Florida, or will you ever move back to KC? I struggle with this, to be completely honest, and that's a big part of the emotional struggles that I go through, and I don't think they are ever going to end. I am super close to my family. I am super family oriented, and my biggest struggle living here in Florida has always been family. Like, I cherish making memories with family. I cherish something as simple as just going to my sister's house to sit on the couch with my nieces, to color, you know what I'm saying? Like, something that simple, something as simple as going to Target with one of my best friends. To me, that is like happiness. But aside from that, me personally, when I was in Kansas City, I felt like there was more for me outside of the family, outside of the friends. Me as a woman evolving and growing and moving, navigating life, like, I didn't feel fulfilled. I just didn't feel like I could like grow to my full potential there. And who knows whether I was right or wrong. I feel like me moving back to Kansas City would solely be for the relationships and the family and the love that I have there. But I have to focus more on me, growing my life, maybe creating my family, creating more things for me. Moving to Florida, I can honestly say I don't know if my life will be anywhere close to what it is right now if I stayed in Kansas City. Moving to Florida definitely changed my life for the better. And I just don't feel like I'm done with this self journey. I gotta keep reminding myself to put myself first in the situation, because I'm not 100% sure. That's the answer. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if life in some way takes me back there and it truly feels like the right thing. I'm not saying I'll never move back to Kansas City, but it's definitely just not me feeling fulfilled and having a full life there. I just don't feel connected in that way. Am I planning to buy a home in Florida? I would love to own a home. That is definitely a life goal of mine. Renting is for the birds. Next question. Hey girl, hey. Hey Trina. Do you ever think of moving back where your family is? I just answer that question every single day. Do you suffer from depression? I've never called myself depressed. I am not a super emotional person, but I have triggers like family, people that I truly love, certain topics that just can make me very emotional. One thing about me is I have times when I'm down. I have times when I cry. I have times when I break down. I deal with anxiety, you know, mentally. I internalize so much. I'm not that friend that's gonna come and emotionally dump on you. I'm not the one that's gonna sit around and talk about her problems, you know, and that comes with me internalizing a lot of things that I go through. So as a result, like, I have my struggles. Recently, more than ever, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I have my moments where I pause and I'm like, am I depressed? The only thing that stops me from saying that I'm depressed or I have depression is I don't stay in those mindsets. Like, I'll go through my shit, I'll shed my tears, I'll have my moments, but I'm pretty optimistic and I'm good at snapping myself out of it. It's not like, oh, you don't snap yourself out and you don't have any more sad days, because that's unrealistic. You know, it's never like, you know, I've never felt like, oh, I don't want to be here, self-harm or anything like that. Like, you know, so that's why I'm real cautious with using the word depressed. I have my struggles, but I wouldn't say that I'm depressed. But who knows? Have you ever seen a therapist? I've never seen a therapist, but I've honestly been thinking about seeing a therapist. I used to be the kind of person that's like, I'm not gonna talk to another person who has their own problems about my problems, you know, let alone somebody who I don't even know. To me, growing up, even just like considering or thinking about a therapist just seemed like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And also, I'm just naturally not a talker. Like, I'm the kind of person that don't like small talk. I don't like small talk. I feel like if we're gonna be talking, there needs to be a reason. So with that, me sitting down, telling somebody all my problems, the way I looked at it was just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna tell you all my problems, and then I'm still gonna have these problems. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely begun to kind of like create a different mindset when it comes to therapy, especially being somebody who like holds almost everything in. I've always been one to just hold it all together, hold it all in, you know, and just deal with a lot of stuff and just keep moving past it. But I've also been recently previously being forced to deal with things that I'm feeling, because you can only hold in things so long. You can only not address feelings that you have, issues that you have, or struggles that you have so long. You literally cannot hold on to it forever. You can hold on to it up until your body literally forces you to face that. Whether it be you get physically sick, whether it be you are just completely emotional for absolutely no reason. Like, you cannot, we cannot hold in every emotion and expect it to just disappear. That ain't gonna happen. That's like me talking to myself. But yeah, I have been thinking about therapy. I am going to look into therapy, just haven't gotten to it. My cousin recently started therapy and I was so proud of her for that, because what's ironic is mental illness is extremely common in the Black community, but therapy to a lot of Black people is some white people shit. The mind is a powerful thing and everything starts up there. So I will probably eventually see a therapist just so I'm able to release a lot of the things that I have been holding on to. Y'all got me getting deep. I'm not gonna do this no more because I want to laugh. You know, I don't want to talk about like my childhood trauma. Do you make friends easily? Nah, not really. Not that I'm not a friendly person, but I'm not a friendly person. If that makes sense. Like, I'm not that person that's like looking for friends. I'm very, very cautious with who I allow into my space. So I'm just an extremely observant, cautious person when it comes to new people in general. I'm not even like interested in new friends, which I know is not necessarily always a good thing, but it's something that I'm working on. The friends that I have just organically happened. I'm never seeking friends. And when I say I'm an introvert, y'all, I don't say it just to say it. Like, I know being introverted is like this meme and this joke, but like being around too many people literally drains me to where I just need silence and myself. Adding more people to my mix is not necessarily top of the charts, like priority. I could be more open and I acknowledge that. That's just not where I am right now. You seem so bubbly, outgoing, and you're funny as hell. You seem like a cool friend. I like the fact that when you went on vacation for your birthday, you made bracelets for everyone and gave them out. You're real down to earth. That's why I like your channel, and you're very beautiful and motivated. And you always respond back to your subbies. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, girl. I mean, I'm all right. Honestly, the people that I love, I give my time, attention, and energy to. Because I am easily drained, I try to limit the amount of people that is, because when I love, when I care, when I'm there, I'm like really there. And I'm only one person, so I have to manage that properly. That's so sweet and I appreciate that. Like, thank you. Thank you for that. I gotta start speeding it up because this video's getting long and my battery is getting low. What is the best promise someone has fulfilled for you? In my mind, I can't think of anybody else ever saying like, I promise to do this, or I promise I'm gonna do this. Is it weird that I can't think of any promise that anybody has ever fulfilled for me? Or is it sad?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Maybe down the line I'll have an answer. But the next question is, what do you think is the greatest promise in the world? I think the greatest promise in the world is to love somebody unconditionally. To me, that's probably the greatest promise. Now, unconditionally, you know, minus if you cheat on me, if you like murder somebody or something like that. Let's be realistic. For someone to promise to love you unconditionally, to me, would be the greatest promise in the world. Can men and women only be friends?
I go where I want, good. Yeah. I go where I want, good. Yeah. I go where I want, good.